was tricked.
Uh,
Still
there we go. All right. All right. So today, I think we'll take a quick look at the combat and go over a bunch of the stuff we've been looking at for that. Mostly, I've just been polishing stuff. I don't think there's any big new features coming in anytime soon.
all right. Sounds good.
Cool. Cool.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Dungeon.
Loading dungeon
Also,
builder.
oh, builder.
I don't know why it has to load lake water for this. It's weird.
It's groundwater.
Don't you have water in some of those levels with
Y-
the
yeah, but they're not loaded when I load the dungeon builder level. That's just that level. They get loaded
oh,
if you select them.
okay.
Hmm. There must be something. I wonder if Unreal has an easy way to do that, like go through and figure out what all the references. Because the reason it takes so long to load is because it's loading everything that's referenced, and uh, and
There we
it's
go.
obviously lake water has been loaded, so that's referenced somewhere in it.
So it's been 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Oh, since
Day
the last
19.
rain.
Yeah, share with the same people.
Yeah.
Making the notes page.
Okay. Cool.
I cannot wait for the key art to finally be updated.
Oh yeah, yeah, and we should have
So
the
so
logo
many
soon too,
events.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So something I just put in is like as you walk towards the guy, they'll turn to face you, or then
Oh.
if you walk away, he'll turn back to the original way he was facing.
Hmm.
And he shouldn't turn to face you if he's already facing the right direction. It's only, and then like if you move around him while talking, he'll he'll like turn to face you when he says the next line. Anyway.
So I think what we're going to do with the hair is I'm going to give the player the ability to select whatever Technicolor Dreamcoat color hair they want.
Mm-hmm.
But I think for every demo, we're going to go with like pretty muted and regular hair tones.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, the other thing too is like we don't need, like I'm fine. Like we're not going to do a color swatch. We could just do like, a preset number of selections for hair color. That's fine.
Yeah.
Because the whole point of the way everything's designed is like it's very streamlined. It's very much
Mhm.
like we don't want anybody humming and hawing over that stuff. It should be like, okay, yeah, let's get in the game as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Jump right in.
Yeah.
Someone was showing me the Baldur's Gate 3 character creator, and it looked like they spent, $40 million on it.
Yeah.
And I should have this. I'm like, yeah. Give us 40 million, please. You might.
Yeah. Oh, is that? Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so cool.
All right, yeah. So that's the gorilla. Oh, by the way, so you can always press the back button or the menu button to get rid of like all the extra info on the screen.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Looks like you go hardless.
yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, and another thing I did. Wait, I'll wait for this guy to hit. Boom! Disarmed. Oh, and he picked it back up.
Telegraphs his attack.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
gotta figure out. All right, let's see if I can disarm him again. There we go. Well, it lands right on top of him. Like,
There we go.
yeah.
Oh, that doesn't look better.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a hole in the bottom of the tree.
So is it just like a perfectly timed parry?
Yeah, pretty much. But you don't. There's no risk of you taking damage. I'm gonna make the direction of that somewhere where it's like not. He's not just gonna pick it up right away.
Yeah, at least he has a walking bullet or something.
Yeah, like he should. Actually, let me see if I do it on a smaller guy. So I'll try a smaller combat, or a smaller guy. Let's go regular size. Okay. Why am I moving so slow? All right, so clear some space here. The timing's different on the smaller guy.
Oh, it's much faster.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, so that'll go behind him. Yeah.
Track you in this thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I can do the same thing. Just stick in the ground. I can move through mine, but not his, and he can move through his, but not mine. Yeah, this isn't the best guy though to demonstration. I'll use the chameleon because he doesn't have any special attacks.
No special attacks in the chameleon.
Yeah, well he's the first guy you fight, so.
He'll have special skin.
Yeah, he just turns different colors to tell you whether he's detected you or not.
What he's thinking.
Yeah,
After dinner.
how aggressive he's feeling when he's hungry.
What color the walls are.
Okay, so let's see. Oh,
Oh, someone behind you.
yeah. All right, let's see if I can.
Can you parry a projectile?
Yep, I can deflect it. So like normally, so I have auto block, and it'll go to the left or the right depending on if I'm too late or too early. See, I just deflected that back at him. Oh.
Oh, nice. The disarm. Good.
Boom! Deflected both of those back.
Nice.
Oh. So yeah, and there's puzzles we have where it's like, basically you have to deflect the explosive projectiles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's see if I can get the timing right on this. There we go.
There you go.
And now he'll switch to ranged. And then he just picked his up. Yeah, I definitely got to change the direction that it goes. Maybe I'll make it go behind the player when they get disarmed. So it's like,
Oh yeah.
Go through you.
so, yeah, so they have to like at least move somewhere. I don't know why it doesn't move as much as it used to, because it used to go like clear across the screen. And that's so the thing about that, let me change them to the large versions too, because the thing about the large versions is basically they have so much health that the easiest way to beat them is like instead of just shooting at them, you just deflect their projectiles back at them because they'll do massive damage. So like, alright, let's see. I need to rebalance this damage, I think, though, too. Oh. Wait.
Throw that lantern.
Boom!
Slower.
2,000 damage! Boom.
Hell,
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to...
Crazy.
Yeah, I need to rebalance it. I think part of the... Yeah, I need to rebalance that, because there's definitely other stuff where... I put... On this character, I put a ton of points into damage, so it's just doing way more damage than it would normally. But it
You
should,
also don't want
like...
the biggest guy to be the easiest per se.
Yeah, well, I mean, to do that though, you need to learn to like hit their attacks back, and like if it's a big enough fight, like I'll put in a bigger one, and it's like if there's 4 guys on screen,
yeah, that's hard to parry that
Yeah.
many.
yeah,
Like that Bayonetta thing where you could
Hmm.
spamming it. Button mash the block.
the block, that would work because you need to have been blocking for a certain amount of time.
Oh.
Yeah. Because it's not just like, yeah, because you need to block beforehand. It's not like at the last moment. It's on the regular characters, it's basically when that particle effect goes off. That, like, the little kind of explosion thing. Yeah. So let's see if I can...
So, if you knock their weapon on the ground,
Mm-hmm.
can somebody else pick it up?
No, only they can pick up their own weapon. I hadn't really considered that when I first implemented it. Like, I was just testing it against one guy. Because I definitely don't want the player to be able to pick it up, since we have, like, a more Diablo-style loot system, where it's like, oh, you want the legendary stuff.
Yeah, and it just looks like a piece of defense.
Yeah. Okay, go on. I got one of them, and then I got hit. And yeah, because these guys do way more damage than your average average guy. And I guess it's really hard to tell because I have a character that has like 2,000 health, but they just hit me for like 1,000 damage. I guess we could look at our abilities too. Like, haven't really gone over this, but like, yeah, you should be able to push guys with the cleave attack. Spin attack actually works really well now.
Now,
Yeah.
Dazes them to finish.
Yep. Oh, man, I'm dead.
oh,
Did.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I made an update. Yeah, I think the bounce attack is super overpowered. Like, we might have talked about this before, but I'll have to do something where I drastically reduce the damage. Because I think Luna, it's minus 30% every time, but if I just go, like... Because you can do the shotgun blast, and all of your shotgun projectiles also bounce.
Yeah, that's huge.
Or you can go, like... But yeah, these guys hit super hard, so these combats are way harder than normal. And it really gives incentive for, like, sneaking past guys. This one's way too big right now. Let me try bring it down a bit. So it's just a regular one. And it should just be 2 guys I have to sneak past. Oh, and I added a little thing. There's a little piece of UI now that shows when you've actually snuck past something. Or successfully avoided combat. Let's see if I can do that here. Oh boy, okay. Alright. Oh crap, he noticed me. Try that again. I'll just do it with one guy, and it'll be super easy.
is there any kind of a bonus you get for ghosting?
For, oh, you mean like sneaking past combat?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a little XP.
But what about if you ghost an entire dungeon?
Well, you'll get XP for every combat you skipped, but nothing extra on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
See, stealth successful.
Yeah, there was one of the it was one of the things that we had in Deus Ex where what was it called? Yeah, it was just called Ghost Mode. Like if you finish the game without engaging in combat a single time, you got like a massive
Yeah.
bonus.
Other than the boss fights.
Oh yeah, other than boss fights, yeah.
Yeah, we're not making Deus Ex though.
Yeah.
It can be an achievement, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it seems because you get some XP, you'll get way more for actually doing combats, right? So it seems like it's kind of like, it seems like it's okay. We're encouraging you to play this way and give you a reward. Like we're encouraging players to play in a way that's less fun, and like ignoring a big part of the game.
Yeah.
Because like the game is not built from the ground up to be a stealth game, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And it's not like we set up a lot of stuff where it's like, oh, what's the morals of you killing all these characters that you kill? Or anything like that.
You're banishing them to the other realm.
Yeah.
That's what.
Alright, let's see if I can... Oh, no! I just ran out. Why did I run off? That was really weird. Yeah, well. Don't necessarily need to complete that anyway. What else? Oh, yeah, the other thing... Which do I have right now? So I can do... So when you switch weapons, it's now part of the UI. It's not it's not a text that appears above your head. And then you'll be able to tell by the color how rare whatever you're looking at is. And it's whatever you have equipped, so when I switch from melee to ranged, it's the proper one. Yeah. Try to think of all the other stuff I did. Mostly fixing bugs. I guess the one thing, like last week we were looking at the fan not working. Works now.
Nice.
So I think I have to turn it off first, though. Start the fire. Then start blowing the fire.
Because it blows out, right?
Yeah. Well, it'll spread first, and then it'll blow out. So, yeah. And then, yeah, I can remove... Actually... Yeah, let's put that one there. Then, so that one shouldn't spread. Let's see if I can get that to work. Okay, so I need to turn that off, turn that on, turn that on. Yeah, turn that off. So now that should blow out. It's cooling down. Yep, it's blown out. There we go. And I got the turbines working again. Man, those things break. They shouldn't break that often. It's like I'm just changing how... Did I have... Oh, this is weird. Because I have 2 element sections and 1 is empty. We'll have to look at what's causing that. But anyway. Yeah, these work now. Oh, I need to set them to looping. Otherwise, they just kind of stop. Woo!
It's like a car wash.
Yeah. Oh, I made it through. Oh, actually, I don't think it touch. Oh, it does touch the ground. Oh, right. This is another super minor thing that I don't know. I haven't looked through all the repercussions right now. But basically, so the character is a capsule. And it's basically the width of the capsule, or the radius of the capsule, is like basically the size of the character's head. And then the height is just the height of the character. When you dodge, I shrink it so that the capsule is way smaller, so it's like it matches the height of the character while dodging. So you're now less likely to get stuck on ledges and stuff like that it looks like you should have landed on. Like when you're jumping from one to the other. I'll get rid of this stuff. So let's see how this looks. Yeah, so, and because it's now not using the animation system at all to control your movement, it's all just like, okay, so you set your velocity on the player and stuff like that, and then just kind of matches the animation. And so you'll fall at a normal speed, like you used to, like stop midair and then drop as soon as the animation was over. Works a lot better now. It looks a lot better. You got, I don't know what's causing that. I don't know if you guys can hear, but there's like a wind fan in here, and I don't know where it's coming from. I guess it's just from the air fan. I'll have to check out why it hasn't disappeared. And
Actually, it's part of the Halloween patch.
oh, yeah,
The ghost fan.
the ghost fan. Okay, yeah. Let's see, was there anything else I built recently? So I think I built it, which is all just bug fixing. Like you should be able to stack barrels now. I can't remember if that was bugged last week. It might have been.
Yeah, it was maybe like 3 weeks ago. It was bugged.
Yeah. And I'll have to do something so I set up, like, if you destroy these boxes here, it turns on physics on the one above and it drops. Because right now it'll just float in the air, I think.
You mean it'll be held up by ghost boxes?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then, yeah, there was Naj's suggestion of, like, the golden... Or changing the texture on stuff, so, like... If... or I don't know if that was his suggestion, but basically making it special. So now, like, the golden switch is what opens the door. And I think there's even a golden pyre. Off. There you go. And since the pyre was on, it auto-completed the puzzle or something.
Nice.
Yep. What the hell's going on? That's gonna need to be checked out. Was it that? Yep. It was something wrong with the pyres automatically completing the puzzle. Can you take a note about that, Jack?
Notes. Pyre is automatically deleting the.
Automatically completing the puzzle.
Completing the room.
Yeah.
With when you light the pyre.
Oh, it's just, well, it's automatically completing it, so I didn't need to do anything.
Phrasing with question marks. Automatically completing door room switch.
Well, it's all you have to say is like like the pyre automatically completes the puzzle. I'll know what it means.
Okay.
It's not like we're sending this out to some other engineer department or something, and they have to know specifically what object it's on and where it occurs and everything. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's other stuff that we should look at, because I said combat, so, and I kind of like hinted that we'd be looking at combat, so I guess we'd look at that a bit more. Not sure what else, but there's, because we got like all the different kinds of characters. I guess I could go for the boss fight. That is working now. Yeah, and I played through worlds 1 to 4. Ooh. Alright, let's see if we get through there. Yes.
I didn't do the stealth thing.
Yeah, that's true. I have to double check that. I wonder if... Yeah, but it should have either... Oh, maybe saw me. I don't know. Yeah. Oh! Oh, this is gonna be bad. Yeah. Because I poured so much into damage. Hold on. I'll, see if I'm gonna do this. To reset my character. Oh, let's go.
New character.
I don't know if I want to go new character. Let's go.
Then you don't have any weapons.
Oh, right.
Well, it's not just that, but it's also like that boss. I shouldn't be level 1 when I fight them.
Extra challenge.
Yeah. I mean, well, because I'm like, okay, could I do it? I mean, I know how all the systems work, and I should be able to do it, but you do take damage while you're in his stomach, and you need to be in his stomach.
How much experience does it take to get a level?
Not much. I mean, I could build a dungeon and level up a bit,
Yeah, you just get leveled
but
up on the way.
what I could do instead is, I think it was just this player. There we go. Didn't even name a player.
Yeah, I can see you're very attached.
Couldn't remember. I was like, it's the blue one. That's all I remember.
Unnamed blue player.
Alright, so... Oh, whoops. No, I want to go to Dreams Reach. I gotta quit. Try this again. Yeah, I'll have to fix the save stuff in here so it doesn't actually save whenever you're in this gym. Whenever you're in the dungeon builder. Because it shouldn't. And I mean, I guess technically it doesn't. if you go there the normal way. But I'll have to put in some redundancies for that. Alright, screw it. Alright, so I'm just going to go new game. And yeah, I can override that. I'll just take her. Oh yeah, this is the opening of the game.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. And I normally wouldn't have a weapon right now, but you know.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
So I think I got to get down to the dojo, but I have to complete the first quest, which is basically defeat a monster.
It's easy with a weapon.
Yep. There we go. Done.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Alright, down into the dojo.
Uh-huh.
I can reset my skills. Okay. Oh god, I have like 270 points. How did I get that many points? I should not have that many points.
Whenever there's like a button you can press to add 10 at a time.
Yeah, that might make sense. I mean, that'd be easy to do. You could just make it X or something. Do you want to take a note?
Add 10 at a time. Respec.
Yeah. Gets more bounces. Increase my time step. That's always useful. I just want to put most of it in stamina. Yeah.
You're putting points into bounce. What does that do? Extra damage or?
Extra bounces.
Oh, extra bounces. So it has 30 bounces now?
No, not exactly. So, the way the current formula works, and I'll probably retool this when we refigure out damage, is basically I think every 5 points adds an extra bounce, and every what am I thinking here? And between like 1 to 5, like it'll add a new bounce that does like a very small amount of damage, but once you get it to 5 points, then it does, I think, like full damage probably. So
It does 6 bounces.
yeah, or I don't know. I'd have to double check the math because
Yeah.
there's a few other things, other factors too, because it does a minimum of 3.
Okay.
So not entirely sure. We should probably we could put info too. Like it might be worth putting info for like, oh, this is how much health you currently have when you're putting points into health. This is how many bounces you'll have. This is what putting points into this does.
What you
In the
have
re-
and what it'll give you.
Yeah, like in the respec menu. Can you take a note for that too, Jacques?
Add like value or info value.
Respec.
Notes.
Yeah.
Okay, add respec notes.
Mhm.
You think sometimes like you'd have to add like 5 points to get another bounce? You'd let the player know that. If you want to get another bounce, add 7 points into this, or
Yeah, yeah.
start diminishing turns.
Yeah, well, like Phil said, it's like you'll see what you have and what you get if you put the point in.
Right now, my thing is I'm throwing everything into the explosive arrows
Mm-hmm.
and spin attack, and I just spam the hell out of those. And I
Yeah.
figure eventually, at some point in time, I'll overpower whatever gets thrown at me.
Well, I
It's
mean,
such a Diablo way of thinking, but
well, you got to put points into stamina too, otherwise you're gonna be constantly
yeah,
running out of stamina.
yeah, and life. You know, I have to
Mm-hmm.
not die
Die in
every
one
time I
hit. Yeah.
engage in melee.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I found it's like, and that's kind of like it's kind of not great for my playthrough because now I'm locked into playing, like putting these two, like overloading these two skills, and I don't get to experience kind of the rest of what you've got.
Oh well, that's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a legit way to play. So.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, well, that adds in another point in the strategy, right? Oh, okay, got it. Oh, and he disappeared. Anyway, there's because like a way of playing this game, if you're playing it with 4 players, will be okay. I want these abilities, so I'm gonna get those abilities when those fights starts.
Yeah.
But oh, wow, that was still a lot of damage. Yeah.
Oh.
Clear out all this fog. Yeah. Oh, he's eating. His health is going back up.
His friends.
Ah.
That's awesome.
Oh crap. We're gonna change the duration that those fogs take on, because right now it's just like constantly coming back. Ah, all right, there we go. Yep, that was that was the shotgun blast that just did crazy damage to him. I'll have to refactor how I'm doing the math on like putting those points in. Mm-hmm.
I can see that being really fun in multiplayer if one of the players was just like stuck inside. While everyone else is fighting.
That's what's gonna happen, right? Yeah.
But like, now he just chews and spits you out.
Yeah. But if everybody else is standing around and like doing nothing, I guess, like what are they gonna be doing while you're stuck inside?
Maybe he should do like 2 more moves before he spits you out.
Oh yeah, that's cool. A couple of swipes or something.
Yeah. And maybe he spits you out
At somebody. And then you do damage to them.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Should I add those in the notes or?
Yeah, sure. And done.
Fine, Onyx Javelin.
Yeah. I think that was.
So,
Let's see. So good.
they just scale your damage, or do they do anything else?
They do other stuff too, like fire stuff. Increases the effectiveness of your explosive shots, and gives you it basically gives you a bunch of free points in damage.
Okay.
And like water gives you points in health and stamina, and increases time stop. I think. Like basically they're all tied to like specific abilities and stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Wind is higher movement rate and attack speed. Lightning is higher crit rate. Earth is just higher defense, so higher armor but slower attack speed. It's a lot more damage and a lot less attack speed. I wonder actually, do I have? Okay. Oh yeah, and so the heavy sword. So this plays the same animation as the spear, which is way slower and it does way more damage. I guess like
Fucking bullet time.
yeah. But the cool thing about it is it speeds up over 15 seconds to like full speed.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I'll go like, all right, just ignore me. I'll just get warmed up.
Practicing my moves.
Yep.
I'm ready to fight.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do this.
Done you in 1 second.
Boom. Yep. Yeah, I think if you ooh, that guy's not running towards me. Stuck in the corner. Yeah, I think he spawned like too close or inside of the pyre or something like that. I'll have to look at the spawn points. Can you add a note for that, Jack?
I was typing something else while you were speaking. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, add like check the spawn points inside the dungeon rooms.
Okay.
Yeah. For in the combat rooms, yeah. Because I think, yeah, and even for rooms like this, like I don't think we need the pyres on the ground, so I'll probably just replace them with the wall pyres. Or the wall torches.
But how will hobos warm their hands?
They can warm them in the puzzle rooms. I don't know if it ever actually reaches full speed. I guess that's pretty close.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, considering it does like 3 times the damage. So it's like if you can get it going, then
No, that's cool.
yeah. Add a little more strategy.
That was the thing.
Yeah. Let's see if I can. But yeah, so I have a few puzzles on the crit path where you have to basically. You don't have to deflect it back, because I kind of see that as a bit more like. Bit more of a skill thing, and it's like it's hard to do, but you get auto block. So like I'm pressing nothing right now, and I automatically block, and it deflects to the side. And that deflected projectile, since it's a bomb, it will light a pyre if it hits it.
Oh, okay. So, how are you ever gonna get hit?
Well, if you're facing the wrong direction, or if you're attacking, you'll get hit.
Okay, so, but if you're just facing it and not doing anything, you'll get hit.
Exactly. Like, I think even if I'm moving, I'll get hit, yeah. So you have to be standing and doing absolutely nothing.
Oh, cool.
For the, and facing the right direction for the auto block to work. It's something that I notice because, like, I rarely ever use block in games like this. Because it's, like, you have the button there. But, like, how often do you push that?
You should just give that as an ability early on.
What, block?
Auto block.
Oh yeah, you get it when you get block.
Oh, okay, okay. I was gonna say, just don't give it to them,
Mm-hmm.
but then give it to them, like, right after block. So
Oh.
people appreciate it.
Oh, so the people appreciate it? Okay. I don't know. I guess.
Because if you just get it by default, you're like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, because as soon as you get it, you have this whole puzzle where you need to deflect these to light a bunch of pyres. So, like, you'll get it, and you'll use it, and you'll understand it. So. And yeah, so the way the deflect works is, in terms of timing, like if you block too early, it goes to one side, and if you block too late, it goes to the other. And the closer it is to the center, then the better your timing is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, right when it's about to hit?
No, that's a bit too late.
So, before it's gonna hit.
Yeah, when it's about, let's see. Yeah, when it's about 4 meters away from you. Or I guess you could kind of see the timing of when I'm doing it. And
Enough for the animation to, like, play out.
yeah. And the thing you might notice here too is it's going faster. Every time you deflect, it oh, that's actually something I should look at doing, is enemies that can deflect stuff back at you. Because every time you deflect, it adds 1.5 speed, or it multiplies the speed by 1.5.
So it does extra damage, right?
Yep, because damage is not entirely based, but affected by how fast something's going. And so you could have this duel with a guy where it's like you're just deflecting stuff back at each other until one of you fails.
Like Ganondorf?
Yeah, kind of.
Probably immediately after the first deflect. So much faster.
Because it's double the speed. Yeah. Oh no, didn't make it.
Yeah, that looks tough.
Oh, once you get the timing down. The thing I'm wondering about, though, honestly, is like, I'm usually really bad at that, and I've made timing that I can do. So I'm assuming the timing will be off for everybody who's good at doing the timing. for deflecting stuff.
5 seconds.
It already
Yeah.
looks too slow for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, wow,
I'm
that's
used
too
to-
early.
Yeah.
It looks. I'm used to. Well, that's actually probably not bad because I remember the Bayonetta. I felt that was too slow too.
Yeah. In what?
Until Bayonetta, I felt that
Oh, in
was a bit,
Bayonetta.
like you had to, dodge a little bit too early. I found.
Mm-hmm.
But after you kind of got used to it, then
Okay.
Then
Yeah,
you go
yeah,
back-
you got to get used to it.
then you go back to Street Fighter and realize you're parrying way too late.
Mm.
Just messed up for all these other games. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god, it's taken all of my concentration to not hit B to confirm now. God damn it. Because I've been playing Genshin Impact, and for reasons we're all aware of, it's the A and B are reversed in terms of confirm and everything like that, which I'm usually fine with, but it's extra annoying because it's for PC. And it's like
right.
all of the images are of like X or of X and A and B and Y, and they're Xbox 360 images or Xbox One images for like what buttons you're supposed to press. And it's like you knew that we were doing it for this. Why? Why? Yeah. All right, let's see about the cat boss. All right, we're gonna do this again. Switch to the sword, my heavy fire sword. Oh no! Slowly walk out of the way.
Oh, wait, it's your fault.
There we go. And yep, that guy's. There he is. Yeah, when we get actual animations for that, that should be pretty cool, because it'll be like you sort of swinging it in a circle, and each swoop will get faster and faster and faster. Alright. Ow, how did that hit me? That should not have hit me through. And now I'm stuck in melee for some reason. Oh, did I just have to finish that animation? Ooh.
Oh, you're getting beat up.
Am I?
Is it crit guy?
Oh, yep. Turns out I am.
Oh, those are ghosts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They were closed in mode or something.
Well, there was a bug one time when you crit a player. Well, when you can crit the enemy, they would stay in that kind of.
Oh, the highlighted shader thing.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought that's what happened, but I thought it reverted back to that. But
Nope.
It's-
Nope, that's the ghosts. They're ghosts when you fight this guy, because he switches it from day to night.
Right.
Ooh, yeah, I don't think I'm high enough level for this guy. Yeah. And, well, because he's hitting me through that thing. Like, that should not hit me, but it just hit me. Because you should be able to take cover. Oh, wait, that was already oriented properly. Wait, where'd I go? Boom, there we go.
Did you see a guy in the back there with a giant bubble wand?
It's a magic wand. He shoots like sparkly stuff.
Bubbles, you mean?
I couldn't find bubbles. He's shooting like, I don't know, weird magic stuff. Oh, and he has a charge attack too, so their attacks do way more damage. Oh, now I can feel the heartbeat. Oh, it's daytime.
Oh, that's a lot of bloom.
Yeah.
Oh.
Come on. Oh, goddamn. Oh! Okay. That's an interesting change. I dodged over the step because I changed the player's capsule.
Oh, you can
Yeah. Which I always was like, I'm not really concerned about that, but now it's a thing. I think I'll just cancel out of that. But yeah, let's test that out. If I just, where am I looking here? I guess I should link them up to something.
See if you can
Yeah. And I can just make it sticky, actually. Alright, let's give it a shot. Because that's another thing you can do for puzzles where it's like, oh, you gotta dodge over. Yep.
Ah, cool.
And the camera's busted now. But yeah. And you can dodge over stuff to avoid the switches. Neat. I'll have to integrate that somewhere. Into some puzzles.
Yeah, little pressure plates you have to watch out for.
Mm-hmm.
What are those? I'm trying to think of the game, but I recall there was like an annoying level where was it a Mario game where you had to like if you walked on it once it would turn green, and the other way you walked on it if you walked on it again it turned red, and the point of it was to fill the entire room to cover it with green before the door would open. You remember that?
I can't
Yeah, it
remember.
was in Mario 3D World. Yeah, they
Yeah?
had the thing
Okay.
where it was just like a whole bunch of these plates, and with 4 players, it got really annoying.
Oh, okay.
Where
Yeah,
you
because
basically had to like, yeah,
the ones
basically
I'm
had to like
thinking of were
run
basically
what?
you had to like you could walk on them once and they turn and they'd be green. You hit them once, they turn red. Then you hit them again and they disappear. Or something
Is
like
that what
that.
they did? Is that what happened
I
in
think
Mario?
in Mario Galaxy,
Yeah, I think
there's
the
a
one
level
in
like
Mario
that.
3D World, it was just it was green or red, and depending on each time you walked over, it'd be green, red, and what happened was
Mm-hmm.
you would have to
Oh right, yeah.
fill up the entire board with green in order for the spot, and you have to like run over, and they create like a line. Like, no, don't create a line, no, go back. Use this, and they're like they get impatient, and it's just
Yeah.
Sounds
Just
like
stand over in the corner.
it was actually really fun, but it was
Mm-hmm.
frustrating and fun. It's one of those things where
Mm-hmm.
it took longer than it should have.
Yeah, yeah, I'm liking that. That's pretty useful for puzzles because because I know there's stuff that you made, Phil, where it's uh like you walk into a room and you step over something and that starts the like chain reaction or something like that. And you can easily make stuff where it's like, yeah, you want to avoid that. Like you have to stop the block, and then in order like there's a set of stairs. In order to get to the stairs, you have to step over switches, but that'll start the hammer or something. So you got to just dodge over them.
or they could just be little traps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like it could be something like you put in like either the water thing or the fire breather. Yeah. So you just have.
What are one of those little portal dudes who shoot at you?
Hmm?
Can you put one of those guys in a puzzle level?
What do you mean portal dudes?
You know the orb-looking things that shoots projectiles at you.
Oh yeah. Oh, the towers.
Yeah, the towers, because that would be an annoying. That'd be a fun but annoying thing where you have like one of those guys shooting at you, and they're kind of constantly resetting these buttons.
I don't think.
Because you're running around trying to do the buttons. And
Yeah, and then they kind of like hit you, and they kind of knock you, and you hit a bunch of buttons that you didn't need to press, and you have to go over them again. And
Oh, and you have
hit
to like.
again, especially if you have like 4 of these things. If you've got like 4 of these things constantly shooting at you, and you have to like press all the buttons on the floor.
yeah. Or like a little pathway that's narrow and you can only go through it one way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
And
it's
they're
like.
constantly hitting you with these
Oh,
projectiles.
I guess you could go through. I guess you go in between them. We should probably change the collision so you hit one of them.
Okay.
But
Your capsule must be really small at the bottom of this.
yeah. Well, it's a capsule, right? So it's just a sphere that, like, only one point touches the ground. But yeah, that shouldn't be difficult to do. But yeah, you shouldn't. I don't think you should be able to walk between them. It should be you hit one or the other or both. But yeah, that's actually kind of a funny puzzle if it's like you're just walking up. It's like oh yeah, that's clear. Boop. Nope. But it's like yeah, just dodge across. You're fine. Eh.
I guess does one turn the other one off?
I think
On a different one?
I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Yeah, because they're all set to sticky, so it just if any of them turn off, then it'll turn them off. Did you take a note about the switches, the width, Chuck? I don't think we need to change the art. I'll just increase the volume of like you stepping on it. It is. I don't know, because the thing is, like, I do like the fact that it's like you can kind of you have to be on it for it to change, but I don't think it'll be too noticeable if it changes from like a bit further away.
You could can we also make them like hashtag shaped in a way? So, just wondering. Well, kind of hashtag shaped collision. So that way you have the space between, like, buttons that are or switches that are kind of next to each other. But if you were to kind of like try to walk in between them, that you'd step on one of the hashtags, the hashtag collision. You know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean hashtag.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what you mean by hashtag.
Just the shape of the collision to look kind of like a.
So there's
the square, but little prongs kind of similar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so that you can't walk between them, but from when you come between them, but you could walk from button to button without triggering.
Well, I mean, you'd want to, if you're walking from button to button, you'd still want them to trigger, wouldn't you?
Yeah. But I thought you said you liked the fact that you had the kind of nuance between the buttons.
Well, it's not the. Well, I like the fact that it's like just physically, like you kind of step up on it a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I was saying was, if you want to have them, like, if you want to kind of avoid them from like just walking between them, you have like little prongs in the collision, like like a little hashtag.
I kind of understand, but I don't know why we do that instead of just a box, just like making the box a bit bigger.
Well, then you don't get the best of both worlds.
I don't know what the advantage of the hashtags is though over just increasing the size of the box.
Well, because then you can't you can't walk between it when you come from like underneath like that, but you could walk between button to button without having and still kind of keep that stepping up thing.
Well, yeah, I mean we can still have that, like, because it's just you entering a volume, it's not you physically on top of it, right? So we're still gonna have that anyway, and it's depending on the kind of button, because like I'm on top of it right now, because this one's a sticky one, and then it's like down, and I'm still on top of it. So it's I don't think it's too big a deal, because I don't even think I need to change the size that much.
Okay.
So yeah, because also the collision would probably be weird if it behaved differently when you're walking down the middle versus like slightly off to the side. Because I don't think there'd be enough space in between the prongs or like it'd be rare that you were actually perfectly in between the prongs and fell down in between them, right?
Yeah. All right.
Huh. Definitely liking that puzzle potential though of just dodging over them. I wonder if that's changed much else. Changing your capsule size when you dodge.
Try those low walls. See if you can jump over them.
The low walls? Oh.
Yeah, there's like those railing things.
I guess I could take a look. I hope not. Let's see. Because I use these all over the place, and definitely should not be able to. That'll break a lot of things. And it's just like, Yeah, just in terms of readability, it would be a big pain in the ass if, like, oh yeah, suddenly you can walk over stuff that's half your height. Yeah.
Well,
But
if that was the case, we could just raise the collision on the one thing, and then you fix the problem. No.
if I'd rather keep the collision accurate to the mesh because there's always going to be situations where players end up on top of it, and we don't want them floating in the air or like projectiles hitting it and floating in midair.
Oh, that's right.
And
My
now
old
those,
PS2 hack.
now those bridges can burn too? The drop-down bridges?
Yes, they get set on fire, but they don't. I'm just gonna check if I can limbo under this thing. So if I set it to that, yeah,
To tell how high it is.
it is. Well, I mean, there's that number. It says it's a meter. Yeah, so I could walk underneath it. Oh, I can already walk underneath it. All right, let's see if I lower it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to go under that.
50 centimeters? Ooh.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, okay. So I can't walk. Nope. It's very. Oh, wait. What? Huh?
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
Kind of go halfway under.
Yeah.
In the famous words of Bon Jovi. No.
Oh, we're halfway there.
All right, but yeah, let's take a look at the. I'm just gonna clear the room. Yeah, let's take a look at the drawbridges. Yeah, so they are. I set them to be heavy wood, whatever that's gonna mean eventually. I'll set up some building block stuff. So, a platform, and a platform, and a platform, and then some stairs. Or, I guess, actually I don't want stairs. I want the drawbridge. And then, oh right, so I can set them instead of bounce. I can set them to use the switch. And then yeah, so I got pressure plate. I'll just do that. And then I like. There we go. What? There we go. And I guess I'll do a fire breather to set them up. So yeah, since they're heavy wood, they'll just burn forever. And like I won't be able to go up. Could try limboing underneath though. Oh yeah. Just take some damage. But yep. And then yeah, you can set up stuff where this didn't take very long to set up either. This took me like 5 minutes to set up. Once I realized that they're wood and I should put a flammable component on them. Yeah.
It's just a box you gotta check, eh?
Well, it's a component I need to add, and then you need to tag the collision as like, you need to tag what piece of collision on it is the flammable volume. So like when fire overlaps that collision, it will catch fire, or it takes heat and it catches fire. And then I needed to change the material so it used the same system. So there's a bunch of stuff we get with fire system, including like water. So now like it gets damp.
Oh yeah, it gets like that darker color and stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's something I noticed the other day when I was playing. So yeah, it's normal now, and it'll get darker and wetter. Yeah.
Little spots on it.
Yeah. And something I realized, I'll try setting up, because I didn't even think about this, and doesn't even really do anything. But if I put in, I'll just get rid of that too. So if I put in, I just want an empty room, I think. Empty, and one with puddles. Or actually, no, I think Puddles with Combat had a lot more. Like that one. So like the boxes that the crates that I had placed in here just kind of fell in the water and like got wet because they're in the water. Yeah. And there's no fire in here, but it's just like, yeah, they get wet because they're in the water. Pretty neat.
It's got that one box wet at the top and not the second one.
That one? Yeah. And there's like, we'll have to go through because like the boxes are actually like, I don't think they're snapped to the ground, so a lot of them are floating just above the water.
Yeah, it looks like you have to touch them before they get wet.
Yeah.
Break the surface tension.
Mm-hmm. That's what it is, yeah.
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 Made out of styrofoam. They're spray painted. Yeah, they're spray painted with that wood spray paint that we have at Home Depot.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're cork, like a floating wood.
Alright. There we go. Oh yeah, and we got. Can you guys hear any audio? Okay. But I want to check out Twitch stream because there should be audio with the Twitch stream, I think.
The Twitch stream was delayed last I had it on.
Yeah, it'll be delayed quite a bit compared to the Discord chat, but it has a lot of Eli's audio. So like when those things blow up, you can hear like the rock blowing up and it being crushed and everything.
Oh,
Pretty nice.
Well, let's
Yeah, he
listen
was
to that.
talking about that the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. He put in a ton of audio, and I fixed some stuff. There was this super weird bug we were getting with the audio system we're using, where it said like, "Oh, adding a new version of this." Oh, I think we can hear you, Jacques. We're getting an echo.
I listen to you on Discord, then I'm getting you on delay. On
Oh,
Twitch.
yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
Yeah. But, what was I saying? Yeah, like, we added a bunch of audio, and we were getting this weird error where it said, oh, we're adding an extra audio component because we couldn't find one. If you want to do this, add the audio component. And I was like, so we added the audio component and still got the error and couldn't figure it out for, like, a week. But it's like, it checks, I don't know, it's just weird. I shouldn't get into it. It's just way too technical for something like this, but... Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's 10:11. I think that's good for a stream.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Any questions from the chat?
From the 3 viewers we have, how many of those are here with us now?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah.
You gotta interact with your audience, Bjorn.
I mean, my audience isn't saying anything. I guess I could ask more questions. What do you want me to talk about? Well, it's at the end of the stream. We're gonna call it. Have a good night, everybody. All 3 of you. Yep. So there's 3 viewers. 2 of them are you guys. Am I the 3rd